together at this impossibly challenging time. Theresa May just arriving, as you can see, at Greater Manchester Police headquarters. She had said that she would be heading up to Manchester today to spend some time with the police chief constable to thank him and his officers for all of the work that they did last night, running into the face of danger when so many are running in the opposite direction. They worked very long, very hard hours during the night. Martin Brunt is here with us, and Martin, we're just hearing that the Chief Constable will be hosting the Prime Minister, at least for now. Tough job yesterday. For the men and women of Greater Manchester Police.
Of course, but I think we should bear in mind that they are as prepared for this kind of attack as any of the other major forces. They're one of the biggest three forces in the UK, and the intelligence services and the police will always say that they don't lose sight of the fact that an attack like this that they've been prepared for a long time could be anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be in London. I suppose a lot of people think if there's going to be a big terror attack, it will be in the capital, but the intelligence service is very well aware.
IRA targeted Manchester in the past.
Absolutely. 1996, the Arndale Centre around the corner. A lot of people injured. Fortunately, I think nobody was killed in that attack. Yeah. So Manchester has had this kind of thing before, but this is a different generation. And, of course, it's far more devastating in terms of the dead and injured. So, yes, Greater Manchester Police well aware that they were vulnerable to this kind of thing. But, how do you prevent it? That is the big issue. And we've been told ever since the previous commissioner in London, Bernard Hogan-Howe, said, 18 months ago, that it's a question of if, not when, that an attack like this happens. And all the time there are those, what you might describe as individual attacks. Lee Rigby, the attack on
Fourth anniversary today, I believe.
Yep, yesterday, the day of the attack yesterday was the anniversary of Lee Rigby's murder.
We don't know if there's any link or connection there.
No, but I think in the past, ISIS, if it is the work of ISIS, have used anniversaries to mount other attacks. And I was saying that the attack on Lee Rigby, the attack at Leytonstone Tube Station, where 3 people were very badly hurt. In terms of the intelligence services, they see that not as a success, but all the time they are preventing the very big attacks. They believe that they are doing a good job in those terms. But of course, yesterday's attack will be seen, and again, it's perhaps not the right word to use, but failure. Something big has got through and has happened.
And just confirmation as we're chatting, actually, from Greater Manchester Police, who were telling us about that controlled explosion earlier on today, potentially in connection with a man that was arrested this morning.
It would appear to be. I don't know whether the police have said anything to corroborate it, but we know from our colleagues in that area that the 23-year-old man who was arrested this morning at around 10:30 wasn't arrested at his home. He was walking along the street. According to witnesses, a number of police cars swooped. So clearly this was a man who was under surveillance already. And I guess that stems from the identification last night or early this morning of the bomber himself. He was arrested. He was described by witnesses as dressed in black, a black hoodie. He had a rucksack on his back. That was taken off him, put into the vehicle with him. According to one of those witnesses our colleague spoke to, the man arrested was smiling as he was led away. And then, sometime later, a raid on a nearby property which may be related to him, and that's where reports of a controlled explosion began to emerge, largely on Twitter. But not 1 or 2 people, a lot of people.
Police are confirming actually that it was in connection.
Okay, well then what those witnesses were saying on Twitter, social media, has come to pass and corroborated by the police.
Okay, Martin, for now, thank you very much indeed. Thanks a lot. So Martin first telling us about that about half an hour or so ago, a controlled explosion in South Manchester today and 1 man arrested in connection with events of last night. We're also being told that the suicide bomber, nail bomber, perhaps we would describe him as well. The police know who he is, but who is he? Alistair Bunkle, our defence correspondent, is joining us. MI5 looking into this one as well, Alistair.